Hey friends, welcome to the studio today. So glad you could make it. We've got some really interesting things happening in the household lately, but I think one thing that is really important to me right now is one of the partnerships that I'm doing with UPMC. They've hired me to come up with a remembrance piece for children's hospitals bereavement programs. So what I am going to be doing for them is making what we're calling remembrance vessels. They're very unique, special pieces for families that have lost loved ones. It's a wonderful program, and I'm so happy to be a part of it, and I'm so excited to share with you what you can be doing for your neighborhoods and how you can be giving back with your craft if you so choose. So let's get muddy. When Melanie reached out to me, I was super excited to work with them. We'd done another project for them in the fall, and it was such an enriching experience that I couldn't pass this up. Now, I'm going to do this in two parts. I'm going to throw some while I also explain to you how the imagery was created for the outside of the vessel. The first thing was that I needed to do a little bit of research on UPMC and the imagery that they use to support their services, and maybe what they're sending out to these families in pamphlets or with invites to their events. The other thing that I was really keen on understanding from Melanie's point of view is she had sent me an image of a cup and basically said, we just want a universal vessel that we can use to represent our family's grief in this time, and something that we can send out to them about a month after the passing of their loved one. Something just to remind them that the community of nurses and staff at UPMC still care about them and are thinking of them. So I quickly went to work illustrating something very loose and basic off of what she was telling me. I knew that sunflowers were important to their organization. We had this idea of putting hearts in place of the seeds in the center of the sunflowers, which I thought was really sweet. And then on top of that, it was, what is the shape of this vessel? So what you see me doing in the background video is that I'm just kind of playing around with different shapes and sizes and trying to get an idea of, if I received something that could be universal, I could drink out of it, I could use it as a utensil holder, I could use it as a keepsake holder, I could use it as a vase. What does that look like? And I think we came up with a couple of really viable options, but I'm really pleased with where we ended up landing. When the prototypes were ready, I took them over to UPMC and gave them an opportunity to choose which they preferred. And it ultimately turned out that they really liked the taller vessel, but they liked the idea of just having a tan background with the yellow sunflower and brown underneath the yellow sunflower. So that's what we went with. And here's a little video montage of making and assembling and glazing and everything else, the first batch that we did for these families.